This use case is developed on customer invoice header data source. However, it does not contain possible payment delay. You will need to enhance it by calculating the payment overdue using clearing date and payment due date. This can be found in trade receivables, payables register details data source. First of all, to export the required date fields as CSV, create a report from the trade receivables, payables register details. Select this data source and choose Report option after pressing New button. Prepare a customized report view by clicking Create View for this report in a web browser option. You can export this data by clicking the Share button and select Download Data Source and CSV format. You will have to open Excel first and import CSV by selecting Data and Import from Text/CSV. Now create two additional columns, Delay Days and Overdue. Moving back to by design, in order to import the data from CSV file, you must create a new cloud data source. As you have the cloud data source with overdue details and customer invoice header with other information, you can now create a joint data source. Finally, you must create a report for this data source and assign it a work center view. First, go to the Scenario Work Center view and select New button. And here, we must choose the recently created joint data source, Payment Delay. As we can exclude the fields that are not required for training in the filtering data step of the model, I am now selecting all the fields in this step. Next, add the filter condition for training data with known overdue status, that is on time, major delay, and minor delay. I am continuing with default data preprocessing and training settings. As the scenario is ready, let's select it and press Add button under Model tab. Let's add a row for invoice date and date part split to help us get better model quality. This step enables you to decide which columns to keep based on the data distribution information provided. We see some fields already marked to be removed upon sorting Remove Fields. MLC generates this based on some default settings for high percentage of null values, high or very low number of distinct values, and high cardinality. Firstly, mark the activation of outlier removal checkbox and sort the table by number of outliers to check outlier statistics. You will observe that we still have 611 data rows and only 42 rows are removed. As it is less than 10% of the original rows, I am selecting Remove Outlier button. Once the operation is complete, select Next. In this screen, I will finally train our model once it is saved. Upon refreshing after some time, we see the updated status that training is complete, and we have a decent model accuracy of around 86%. On checking class evaluation indicators, accuracy, precision, and FN score, all three have decent values for each of the class individually. Let's close the model and activate it so that we can run predictions. Further, in the prediction runs work center view, select New button. Before we create a prediction run, your task would be to create custom extension fields in the context customer invoice general information. We have already created them for this exercise. Map the custom extension fields by selecting payment overdue prediction for prediction outcome and probability of payment overdue for prediction probability. Add a filter condition to limit the data for prediction run. Select overdue as hash. In this case, these are the invoice documents with future payment due date. I'll set this prediction run as active and select Start immediately to execute the run. To view predictions and business documents, go to the Customer Invoicing followed by Invoice Documents. Select View All button and you will see the extension fields Payment Overdue Prediction and Probability of Payment Overdue shows the machine learning prediction. To remind you, these are the extension fields created by us. Keep up the enthusiasm and happy learning.